Okay, so we're first gonna arrive. Close your eyes, sit comfortably or lay down. Find a place where you won't be disturbed for this next long minutes. Today we're gonna do a healing circle with the great god Osiris. There might be words, there might be no words. The idea is just to let yourself be transported by my words or silences that are only energies. During your healing circle, you can go to the toilet if you need to, you can drink water. Don't resist whatever your body is telling you to do. To arrive, we're going to feel our bodies right now. So with your eyes closed, feel all the parts of your body that are touching something, a chair or a floor or a sofa. And feel the heaviness of your body. If you have thoughts, let them be. Go back to your breath, feeling the air going in and out. Set your intention if you have an intention. And if you don't have any intention, just be and just let things be. So we are all now laying down. We can see ourselves laying down in a circle at the bottom of a great pyramid in Egypt. Inside it, all of it form a circle. We are all holding hands and facing the top of a pyramid and seeing the sun pouring through the top of a pyramid. We feel very heavy and we feel a connection to the earth more than usual. It's like our body has the weight of a pyramid, thousands and thousands, billions of tons. And by being with each other today, forming this circle, we are even more heavier. We are protected in this sacred space by the pyramid and her sisters, by the Sphinx, by the constellation of stars, by the sun, and by the Neteru. There is on the top corner right of a great pyramid Hathor. On the top corner left, Isis. On the bottom corner left, bottom, Sekhmet. On the bottom corner right, Anubis. Inside the pyramid with us, thought, up, upside, upstairs, up, above, the universe, Nut, and also Christ consciousness. Under us, Earth, Gaia, Jeb. Blessing us. Above us, inside the pyramid, the great, great Osiris. Also, I would say surprisingly, in the circle now with us, and he says with all of our new next travels, journeys will be always Tutankhamun. The sun is Ra. So many gods with us, willing to show us the way to eternity in this lifetime on earth. Osiris is already speaking. There cannot be awakening without incarnation. There cannot be Jeb without Nut. You need to be fully alive to die. You need to die to be fully alive. This is the eternal cycle of life, of awakening, the process of mutation, transformation, regeneration. And you can feel the heaviness of his words and of his presence, and yet so much love. But it is a deep, transformative, grounded love. I cannot be without Set. I cannot be without Isis. You cannot be without facing your darker sides, your shadows. You cannot be without the transformative miracle of love. The love of Isis transformed the darkness, the shadows into the purity and beauty of the God that I am. This is my message to you. This is the lesson. He says, stay grounded. Don't fly now. Let's go to the first court room in the temple in Abydos, where all the pillars are. And let's form a circle, all of us, there. So we are now in Abydos Temple, and we feel the weight of the years, centuries, thousands of years of practice, dedication, prayers to the truth. We have to come and to be there with a pure and lighted heart, with no expectations, only to be at service to our true selves. We are forming kind of a circle in the first room of Abydos, hypostyles room, and there are pillars between us or in the middle of us, or some can lay against one pillar and each one choosing one pillar. It forms like a rectangular circle, and he's saying, listen and feel. This is your first step. Please be humble. You don't know anything. I don't know anything. No one knows anything. Know your own self. Know your own heart. And we can feel his teachings going so deep in ourselves, like a big brother putting us back on track. Don't be afraid of a shadow. See in yourself what needs to be seen. Today is about like studying, being conscious of our own limitations, seeing them, welcoming them first. So let's all, with Tutankhamun with us still, sit down in the temple, in this hypostatic, I don't have a name, this hall, sacred hall. Let's all sit down, hold hands. And take a few moments to just integrate in silence all this beauty, purity, clearing, like a new vision of ourselves that we can see. The old self, with all the shadows, all the sides we don't want to see in ourselves and or in life. And the new self, the master. Let's sit and wait. And feel. And we are very heavy. All the gods are with us, around us. It's like we're being taking place in an initiation process. And this is the preparation room. We have to integrate, he's telling us. Integrate what you don't want to see. Integrate everything, my dear ones. Isis went through shadows, and to put them all in the center of the circle now, so that they can be transmuted and transformed and become your most beautiful assets in this life. You cannot fight darkness if you don't own darkness. You cannot fight pain if you don't know pain. You cannot transform yourself if you don't leave a part of you behind, and if you don't see this part of you. Feel my love and know that all is fine. Jesus had to see the miserability of humanity to be able to heal it. To heal it, he had to love it. I love you in all that you are. I see your shadows, I see your light, I see your love, I see your hopes, I see your pain. My energy could be compared to the one of Jesus, yet it is different. As the love that made me come back to life is a love of a goddess incarnated in a woman, the feminine. My teachings, my share, in yourself and the resurrection. Let go and feel how you are grounded and how you resonate in all your cells, your aliveness, your consciously aliveness, conscious aliveness. You are alive. And all that I share with you, you already know it deep in your cells, memories. It's like each one of us is a pillar in this temple, Abydos. Temple has witnessed for all these centuries and thousands of years is within us. You are the temple. There is no temple, there is no you. There is. Feel your weight, feel your history. Feel all that you've learned through centuries. And now surprisingly arriving is Ansati. She's like a young child woman in her 40s, 16, playing around while we're all in circle receiving Osiris teachings, and she's just incarnating the liberation of the soul. She's blessing all of us. And Osiris is saying, you see that I don't reject her. That part of my teachings, sharings with you includes also this joyfulness. Nothing can disturb these pillars of your lives. Once you are deeply grounded, once you incarnate consciously all that you've learned through all your lifetimes, all your lives, then you can let joyfulness, playfulness, and innocence dance around you and touch you. Let it be now. But no, remember that only by being this pillar can you experience the joy dancing around you and through you. And Om Seti is healing all our hearts from all previous relationship, if we had some that didn't work, into bracket. And she's connecting us to the true love that we will find. And for the ones who want, and also, of course, Osiris. For the ones who want a one-to-one with Osiris, you can go to the Osirian, which is outside the temple, as you saw, under the sand, yet you can access it. And from there, you can meet Osiris and have a direct connection with him. And he insists that I tell you that the Osirian, the way it is now, has water under at the bottom of it, which wasn't when it was ancient times. And he said you can connect with him through these pillars, this rock, this heavy structure, and the water flowing like emotions, like love. And we can see and feel our energies are becoming lighter. So we had to go through this deep, dark, heavy part to now revive into a more refined and aware, conscious state of being. Yes, we can be joyful, we can love, we can sparkle, yet we know that there are tough things on earth, inside us, inside people, and expressing outside. And we honor it with grace and humility and consciousness, awareness. But our eyes and our third eye and our hearts are very light. And this state of being between two worlds create a power. We need to be between the water and the ground, the soil. Like the pyramids, we need a strong structure to be able to reach the stars and other dimensions. It is a huge transformation that is happening right now for each one of us. We are blessed. Let's stay in silence for a few minutes and enjoy Abydos Temple, Osiris, Tutankhamun, and Om Seti before heading back inside the pyramid. Some of us might receive teachings now. At least huge healing for everyone. If you have things that are in your head, in your mind, things that are troubling you, you can share them with Osiris now, and you will have a direct, clear vision of what it means, what to do, how to be. Be completely heart open and transparent with him. He can see everything. So use this huge opportunity. It's you with him alone now, to just share with him all things you need to, so that it can be healed and loved and cleared, transmuted, and so that you can become a more divine being on earth. And if you have prayers you want to do for yourself or family members or anyone, you can also use this space to do it. Whatever emotion come to you, let it be. Osiris is the connection between the earth and the spirit. The spirit and the matter, the perfect, absolute divine combination of both. He is an example to follow with humility, an open heart, and a lot of respect. And he doesn't want to be worshipped or anything, but he wants us to follow his example. Face the darkness, face the shadows. Perfect yourself in your truth, in your light, and love, love, love yourself and others. Don't deny anything. Embrace everything. Be the perfect balance of spirit on earth. Incarnate this power with love, humility, and gentleness. This is my deepest wish for you, and is now asking us all to come back to this hole in Abydos. Hypostyle, I finally found the words he kept telling me. And we're all going to stand up and hold our hands, being close to a pillar or being one pillar, one with a pillar. Tutankhamun is with us. Seti went away, playing her own life, enjoying her own life. Continuing to, she's saying, annoy other groups. Because we're not the only one connecting to Abydos. And now we are all closing our eyes and inhale deeply. And we exhale. We are inside the Great Pyramid. Also still with the energy of Osiris, which is not anymore in a form, but all around us and inside us. And we all lay down consciously We put our feet, our bottom, our back, our head on the ground of a great pyramid. We hold our hands. We will open our eyes the last time and we see his face just looking at us, his beautiful green eyes. And we close our eyes and we feel his light all on us, all our bodies, everywhere. And we feel our hearts connected with him. And we silence his peace. And it disappears, at least consciously. And we are back here and now, each one of us in our different rooms. And we can feel our breath. We can inhale deeply. And exhale. Start to move our body, shoulders. So wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Take a deep inhale, a deep exhale. Move your body. And when you feel ready, open your eyes. Take time before going back to your daily activities. It is an intense healing with Osiris. You might have some work continuing for next hours and next days, facing deep shadows, but know that Osiris is always with you, and his grace will help you to see beyond the shadows, to welcome them, and to transcend them with love. So keep faith, remember the presence of Osiris, and how grateful he is that you are going through this work with him. With love, always.